I welcome you with the greeting of my Muslim friends, As-salamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you all. We're in the month of Ramadan, a month of peace, spirituality, and cohesion. It is indeed a privilege to be with you here tonight. There's a tremendous number of distinguished guests in the attending tonight. Everyone is important, and my apologies, I'm not able to read out everyone's name, but I will highlight some of the people that are here that I'm sure you'd like to speak with. We've got the Honourable Dr. Jeff Lee MP, Member of the Legislative Assembly, Member for Parramatta, Minister for Skills and Tertiary Education, Minister for Sport, Multiculturalism, Seniors and Veterans. Dr. Ibrahim Abu Muhammad, the Grand Mufti of Australia. The Honourable Penny Sharp, MLC, Deputy Leader of the Opposition in the Legislative Council, Shadow Minister for Family and Community Services, Shadow Minister for Disability Inclusion. Ms Sophie Kotsis, MP, Member of the Legislative Assembly, Member for Canterbury, Shadow Minister for Better Public Services and Member of the Australian Labor Party. Ms Julia Dorothy Finn, Member of the Legislative Assembly, Member for Granville, Shadow Minister for Consumer Protection and Shadow Minister for Carers, Member of the Australian Labor Party. Richard Brunowski, AO, former Australian public servant and diplomat. Dr. Alison Brunowski, AM, Vice President, Australians for War Powers Reform and former diplomat. Judge Dale Kemp of the Federal Circuit Court. Ms Elizabeth Espinosa, Commissioner of the Land and Environment Court of New South Wales. Stepan Kekasharian, AO, Chair and CEO of the Community Relations Commission of New South Wales. On behalf of CEO of Multicultural New South Wales, Michael Shaw, Director of Community and Policy, Multicultural New South Wales. Sergeant Jason Constable, Australian Federal Police. We also have many distinguished Consuls General joining us from Austria, Bangladesh, Fiji, France, Japan, Kazakhstan, New Zealand, Sri Lanka and the US. Welcome to all our learned religious leaders. And Dr. Patricia Jenkins, President of the United Nations Association of Australia and Vice President of UNAA National. Naomi Steer, National Director of Australia for UNHCR. Dr. Graham Thorne, Tom, Refugee Coordinator, Amnesty International Australia. Craig Foster AM, former Socceroo and broadcaster, human rights activist, adjunct professor and author. John Kundareri Marathi AM, Chairman of the Moriarty Foundation. Philippa McDermott, Chairperson, Bangara Dance Theatre. Welcome. Sitting amongst us, I would also like to thank academics, business people, members of the media, members from the Royal Australian Navy, New South Wales Police, Pfizer Australia, biopharmaceuticals, youth and education leaders, community and religious leaders, school principals, captains and students, and members, of course, of Affinity and its directors and board members. The diversity of backgrounds adds to the rich tapestry of our evening, and it's symbolic of the multiculturalism and diversity that we see in Australia.